got you under my skin. I'd sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near. In spite of a warning voice, comes at night and repeats in my ear. Don't you know, little fool, you never can win.
Yup, that's how this game starts. The Joker being cremated right in front of you. You would think that that's the most fucked up thing in the game, but it's not even the most fucked up in the first 10 minutes.
Sir, there's no smoking in here.
That's the first 10 minutes of the game. The Joker getting cremated, and then this motherfucker losing his goddamn mind because he can't smoke indoors. For the love of God, get a vape. The game is pretty much set up like the last one. There's a empty city, thugs everywhere, and Batman. So go. This game's big bad is Scarecrow, and he's a bit different from the Joker, whereas the Joker just wanted to play with Batman, and it seems like Scarecrow just wants to play with Gotham, which is pretty cool. Like, don't get me wrong, he's a great character. It's just I don't really understand his like goal or end game. It seems like he just wants everyone to be afraid and to have like fear, but you've already accomplished that in the first 20 minutes when you evacuated the fucking city. How much more afraid do you think these people can get? The small bad in the game is the Arkham Knight, which A, really cool name, B, not so cool a villain because he kind of just has this weird hard on for Batman the entire game, and it gets kind of old. Plus he keeps reminding us that he knows how we think, as if we forgot after the first fucking time.
We know your move before you do. We know how you think.
Titanium-coated armor plate. Nice. Unless you know exactly where to shoot.
Here's a lesson, Batman. I know how you think, which means I know how to beat you. All your enemies, but none of them understands you like I do.
The Arkham Knight and Batman have a really weird relationship. It seems like they're going through a nasty divorce and you're kind of just stuck in the middle. Like, I like the Arkham Knight as a character, the idea of him, but it just seems like the execution is just a whiny bitch with daddy issues. I didn't really want to talk about gameplay mechanics simply because I don't know anything about gameplay mechanics. I press X to punch and Y to not get punched, but I really needed to say something because this is so damn ridiculous that I can't believe they put this in the game. So twice you have to do these kind of detective missions where you analyze a crime scene and try and figure out what's going on, and which is great because if I'm going to play Batman, the world's greatest detective, I want to detect something, but this isn't being a detective. This isn't analyzing anything, and I don't really think it's figuring anything out either. It's just showing up to the crash and being handed a VHS copy of the entire thing. There's no fucking way that this could be real. I don't care how good of a detective you are. There's no way you could know that Barbara Gordon jumped out of the truck, rolled to where she did, then crawled a little more than hid the world's smallest USB for you to find. How did you even know that was there? Let alone, how did you know it was for you? That's bullshit. That's not being a detective, Batman. That's being fucking psychic. The main story of the game actually doesn't really start until about 5 or 6 missions in, when you get to the Ace chemical plant. That's when Scarecrow injects you with his fear toxin and you lose your shit.
Miss me?
For the next several missions, you're working with Poison Ivy to kind of stop Scarecrow from unleashing the cloudburst. Really, you're not working with her to stop him. She's your contingency plan just in case you don't stop him. So she's going to use her plants to absorb all the toxin that's in the air if he releases the cloudburst, which obviously nothing can go wrong, right? You're telling me that you can look into the past and see where Barbara Gordon hid her lucky penny, but you couldn't fucking see that absorbing an entire city's worth of poison may have been lethal. Most of your motivation to complete the missions are just saving your useless friends. This is Barbara gets captured first, and then her dad, and then Robin, and then fucking her dad again. Like, Jesus Christ, I was half expecting Toad to pop up and tell me my Gordon's in another city. While you're out trying to save everybody and their fucking mother, you still have to deal with your inner demons. After a Scarecrow injects you with that fear toxin, you start to see Jokers everywhere you go, and really, you start to lose your mind. And I don't understand why they didn't touch on this more in the middle of the game. They really didn't talk about it until the very end when you overcome your demons, so to speak. But that made the middle of the game just boring and monotonous. It just ended up being, oh, so and so's dead, but not really. Barbara Gordon shoots herself, but not really. Fucking Jason Todd died by the Joker, but you know, not really. Fucking Batman gets shot off a roof, but not really dead. Who the fuck actually dies in this game? Damn. I really liked the ending to this game because it didn't concentrate on defeating Scarecrow or who's gonna get Alfred in the custody battle between Batman and the Arkham Knight. It really focused on Batman fighting his inner demons and literally going toe to toe with this manifestation of Joker. And I just think that it was a really good ending for a game that started off pretty well and then kind of lost my interest towards the middle. I give it 4 bullets to 5 spines.